Is on this. This is called our Mat and Sew Straight. This is something new Orion did. We've always had this Sew Straight that keeps our 1/4 inch line and our 1/4 inch seam lined up. But now he added to it, and what it really helps to slide your fabric over this. It is larger, and you can measure on it right. You know, it's sitting right there.
I get one of those too.
Yeah. Starter bill. Okay, so anyhow, it's just people really have been enjoying it. It keeps you sewing straight, but it also gives you a bigger area. Yes, and then if you're just, you know, if you're measuring anything, you've got it right here. You just find out all kinds of things to do with it. Okay, so these are the 9 blocks that my ladies made, and now you are going to see this. Basically, you have to flip a little bit. Okay, as you're going through, you see on page 6, there is my quilt. And there's the yardage. And then if you go to page 8, you see the parts that are laid out. And you divide them into 3 rows of 3 each. These are 3-inch strips that go in between for lattice. They are 9.5 inches, but you should measure your block. It could be only 9 1/4. And that's okay. It just has a little bit different. So Teresa is putting the 3 by 9.5, and that's all in the yardage chart, so you don't have to figure it out. Okay, and now once that is up, then you take long 3-inch strips. They have not been cut into pieces. Just go ahead and put them around like that. They're going to go the whole way. Would you like me to stand and hold them for you? Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then all I felt that you needed to have a little frame before you started putting the border in. And these are actually almost the same colors, and now you see it in a white background. And you can compare it and decide which one you want. Okay. Just to frame this up, and you can do sides. Usually I do sides, top and bottom.
How wide are those strips?
These are 2 inches. 2 inches. It is just framing it. And I really liked it. And then I found out, I was so lucky. One day I needed fabric like this, and I called Patty, and she said she had a whole bolt of it. Remember? She gave me the whole bolt. This is Zoe Christine again. I would do sides. This is a 4-inch border. Is it pretty?
It is.
2-inch strip cut, 4-inch strip cut. Oh, we've got them all down in the bottom. Okay, so I think you can see how useful the strip cutter is for me. Okay, I like it. I can't wait to sew it. Put it all together.
Also not.
Yay! And on both of them, if you would hold this up. Okay, first I told all the ladies, okay, randomly put it up there. And I always have to put some kind of order to it. Random is just is unsettling to me. And so I did a plan. Okay, I saw that I had 3 that were the same. So I made them go in a diagonal row. I had two of these extremely dark, bold, and I was kind of worried. Okay, Colt, I'm going to come with you. So I put them in opposite corners. And then all I had to do to make what I thought would balance was make a new yellow. But I did the two turquoise in an angle and the two yellow in an angle. And that's why I really recommend that you have a design wall. I called Patty. I took in these blocks, laid them all out. And then when you look even at through a camera, you can see that you did need to do, so it was kind of an angle here. I did the dark orange into the medium orange and the light orange. And so then on opposite sides, I just happened to have these two that looked similar and these two that were similar in the turquoise, and these were just oddballs. So it was perfect. Just stick the oddballs in the corners, one in each corner. And it was really fun. On this one, you can see I did clear out to the outside edge, but then I put the 2-inch. These triangles were all made from the leftovers, and I'm trying to remember what die. Okay, they were E's. Yeah. Oh, do you have a? Did you do it? No, because you were being quiet. Okay, this is the E, and that's what I did around the outside edge. And I did it after I had all of the borders cut and all the little extras, they're just things laying around. And the best thing is to put a color and a background right sides together so that when you layer cut it, then you just pick it up and layer sew it. Boom! Right through. And so it works really good. It is 72. That was my downfall. They took a whole day, let me tell you that. If you don't have a whole day to make those little triangles. But I thought that it really added a lot. And then once I got the triangles added, I said, okay, I still need another border to put my little flange, separate my flange border from my triangles. And that's that. I gotta look, it's a 10:15. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so how about, Patty, do you want to come up? I want you to come up and do this.
I can spend days playing with fabric. You saw, I watched Elle and she's doing everything. Oh, stack this and go through there. Well, I'm not the quilt in a day. I always blame the fact Eleanor had 2 babies to raise, and I had a husband who did his own laundry, his own cooking. He did not like my cooking. He did everything himself. So that's why I play all day. And when I saw this fabric and I saw the dye, I instantly thought mirror image, and this is something Elle did, and I don't even remember why she did it.
She wanted a pattern, and I said, oh, here, I'll cut this out of the manila folder.
Yeah, she had them just popped out of manila folder. She laid it on top of the die, and did you know you can send this right through your Accuquilt? Do you like that idea? Yeah, and out pops this perfect pattern. And then you get to play with it. And here, I'll let you have this back. And this is the as I mentioned, tulip pink, pink flamingos. And this is where you get to play. You just slide it around. You just go, decide what image you want to center inside your butterfly. You could put two birds. You could do, you see that? I love the feathers.
Yeah, you did the feathers.
Yeah, I did one with just feathers.
This is the feathers. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm flipping around for Eric to get right here.
Here's the feathers. And then the way you work with it is you draw the outline, and then I cut it with scissors or rotary cutter. You cut one side, and then you flip it over, mirror image on the opposite side, and you can actually line up that cutout with the fabric. So it'll all line up, and then again, draw your outline. Did you follow that? It's really simple. And then these, kind of a funny thing about the birds, when I tried to put both birds into the wing, I could only fit one at a time. And I did one side, and they're opposites. Now I think it might be mating season, and they're flirting with each other right now. And then eventually, yes, they do get together. And these are, I named my quilt the Lovebirds. So that's how I did it. But that was only one option with fabric. And the other thing, I just started looking around my fabric stash, and this I just got yesterday, actually. I found this
Where
fabric.
did you get it?
Oh, from Quilt in a Day, of course. Quilt in a Day. Some more Tula. And I saw, oh, this is kind of interesting. Let's check it out under the and look at that. I thought,
Wow.
just the nice dimension. Now, obviously, it's hard to find fabric with mirror image. So, but here, anything that you have that's geometric, symmetrical. I thought they were hearts, but I'm not sure if they're hearts. But again,
I don't think.
Yeah, well, I think
They don't have a dip in it.
well, whatever it is, I just thought it was
That's
interesting. You know, just something that you can center on the and then there's my favorite. There's always those beautiful flowers, and this is my dream quilt. I want to do a very romantic butterfly quilt, and just take some beautiful flowers. You all have florals at home. You could find one and then find the matching flower somewhere else in your fabric. So those are just some ideas.
So basically, Patty scissor cut her
First.
fussy cuts.
Yeah, your
But
first.
everything else she did with her die and cut out all the remaining pieces.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's just, I think it's beautiful. What do you think? So, thank you, Patty.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Anytime.
New techniques. And so Teresa was also creative with other pieces. This is making little 4-patch. I'm on page 10, and it's just really 2-inch strips that you sew together. You press the seams to the dark side, and then you can layer these pieces on top of each other and cut 32 2-inch pieces. And there it is, and you know we're doing the famous swirl. Everybody knows how to swirl, yes?
Yes, you did great.
You can swirl. There's all the pictures to swirl. And then this is the block that you make. You're making 4 of those. 4 big blocks. So now the continuation is with this block right here. This is the block right here that you put your little 4-patch, and these are only 3.5-inch squares. Easy, right? But the whole outside edge is more 4-patch and rectangles. It's little 4-patch and 3.5-inch square and 3.5 by, is this 8.5?
9.5.
9.5. See, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 by 9.5.
Yep.
And that is your rectangle around the outside edge. And what I did to really see this well, I guess I'm a...
You did really well, Ella. You're doing
Thank you.
good. You're doing good.
Thank you.
So
But
you
I'm
did-
like a visual
Yep,
person.
yep.
And so what I did was just take this page and then I started the seam lines. And then dividing them apart. And then I could see where every piece was. And then it was really easy to put together. You have a yardage chart for this quilt as well. How about that? Yes, you're getting everything, huh?
These, oh my goodness, we're going to need a gradation fabric.
I don't, should I run and get it?
Yes, I think you should.
Do you think
Tell
they'll
them-
give it to me?
I think you should. Oh, I think you have it right there, Patty. Yeah.
What a gradation fabric.
Anything that you like. We will wait and you pick a pretty one and we will tell them.
Got every color, you name it.
Okay.
Oh, is that from the
I think
same
we
bowl?
can see it a lot. No, it's not. I wish. We can see it better on this one.
I see.
Okay. I was, you know, sometimes I help them with cutting fabric. And actually, I like it because I get to see all the pretty fabrics, right? And
Take it out. Is this?
and this
Does the
was just
gradation
about a 10-inch strip left.
Oh, yes.
Yes. See? Now you
Yeah.
get, all I did. there
I'm
we go.
having fun. I'm
Patty,
showing the
this is not that one.
gradation here.
It needs to be
Yeah.
on both ends dark. So they're going to get it, I guess.
You're going to get it.
It's usually also like dark, and then it's lighter in here. But this is gradation. Yeah, it is. It could be a very different effect, but it's not what I had. Mine was dark, and it came to the center lighter. So that only thing I did, and it was, you have to say, I had a piece.
wow.
All I did, I folded, good, thanks. I just folded in half like this
Oh.
to do my 4 butterflies.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I
Is this
folded
easy?
again like this and put it on my collar. You see it?
Wow.
And then I didn't know what I was getting until I knew they need to be mirror image. So I opened them up and laid them out. Okay, and this could be, like Patty said, this could be a very different effect, but I want to make sure that you know that's not what I particularly did. It's just they come in different, you know, gradation and so on. So you got it, how I got it, that was the only one piece left, so I didn't have a little piece to tell you.
Oh, great. Make a sample out of one piece.
Thank you, Patty. And then, this is Free Spirit, I think. Then after I did it, I lay it out and I said, as I'm sewing the butterflies, you know, Eleanor showed you very detailed. I said, these triangles have to go together. And I said, I know they will. Let's try it. And then, first of all, I was even afraid to try it. But then with a very small one, I cut with the pieces leftovers from the butterfly. You know how Eleanor told you to do your side and so on. I cut it. Whatever I could cut, I cut. And then I made this, what do we call this block? Bow tie? Maybe
Well,
not.
it's a quarter square triangle.
Quarter square triangle. They're all 4 are the same. It's just my color, and it was again from my little pieces, the same piece. And then I say, wait, I bet you the next one will go together. And then I put it
This one, right
together.
here? Yeah,
Just
like
they're,
this one.
they're both,
Down
they're all
here.
the same, you know, all corners. But I didn't have enough because I didn't plan how I cut it. If I would have planned it, maybe I had enough. But by that time it was late, and I say, what am I going to do there? So whatever I had, I
The
cut a
center now.
tiny little square.
And a little
And
scrap.
the leftover of my strip of this, I had to frame it.
Don't throw anything away.
That's what I did. And
Oh, but we would like it if you bought more fabric
Yes.
at Quilted a Day.
so if you need to buy more fabric, I say, therefore, this is, I say, that is the patch for ribbon border. So I must show
ribbon
you
border. And you
this.
have this in your directions.
Yeah, so before let me just
You
show you.
have that on page
Elle,
11.
can you come? I'm going to show them this first.
Okay.
This one right here.
Right
we-
here.
See, we didn't write anything about this patch, but I just wanted to show you. See, it's how you sew it together. Your white on the top, and here is your your medium on the bottom. Then you will press your seam towards your medium. Okay. Then flip this, so it's your medium. And then you go back and sew those patch, which I did here. See, I left it and changed so I didn't have to sew for you. And this is the patch. This is in the bigger pieces, but this is this patch here.
Ooh.
Will you show them how you do the swirl thing? You know, now?
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
swirl.
okay. So this is the seam that we are talking about right here. This is the seam. And you remove these stitches. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And you turn it over on the other side and you remove the stitches. 1, 2, 3. And then I just say, get a little forceful. And when you open it, kind of like, open it good. And suddenly, the center opens, and it's a little 4-patch. And you just open it completely and take your good old finger and you go, mush it good. Right along there. The reason is you make this patch very flat. And you don't have these big old bumps right there. And then these seams swirl right around the middle. It's usually clockwise. You can do it counterclockwise too. It just goes the other way.
All right, good
Okay.
job.
Thank
Now
you.
go back to the ribbon border. Everything is right here. We will make it really quick. So what I have here is a 3.5-inch squares. In this time, you know how we love to do assembling line and not to rethink it. So here we put them right sides together. If we could make that patch like that, sometimes we could, see, the right sides together, okay? And I had just 3 sets. And we are going to put it in, we're gonna do it on the E. Okay, and I couldn't wait to try when I was making my butterfly because I didn't know if it was going to work, and I say no. And in this one, it was, I believe it says in your paper, it's 4 1/4, I believe. And I said, well, I don't have a square. Am I going to waste all that? And I said, no, let's just fold it in half, see? And I only picked 3 because this is 6 layers.
Thank you.
And then I press it from
Because
point
you're
to
here.
point. So then I kind of like, you know, they're kind of like, it's not quite 1/4 inch there, but I make sure that I had set it right a little bit over, and then so I could come and put this one right here, see? On it. And now, you don't need to have, is that right? I don't need that, right, Matt? The
Yeah,
big
this
long
is the
mat?
best thing.
I can just use a smaller one.
Yeah, spare your
Okay.
big mat and cover it with a small
we're gonna
one.
cut it.
Okay, hold your breath. It goes faster when it's just a little flat one. Hey, the people that are seeing the Accuquilt cutter for the first time, where's the virgins? I want to hear your comment. Anything? What do you
I'm sure.
think?
So that, and this, we're gonna have that.
You can throw that away.
Oh yeah, I can
Those
throw
are
it
not
away.
useful. They're gone.
Okay, I'll throw them away. And so that means I have plenty of these big pieces right here, okay? And then these, because I'm not gonna sew, Elle likes to sew too. This is our pairs to go here, and then you just assemble in line. sew. If you really want to, you put your dark on top, right here. You want to sew it?
Let's see if I can get here.
Okay, there, see? She can do assembling
We
line.
did a lot, you can see.
Yeah. So
Everybody
we
got
don't-
really
we don't need
creative
to,
with
but-
this die.
But see, there we go. See? That's just the assembling line that she did right there.
Okay, okay,
So
I'll
you
do
can
it.
see there with red?
Okay, and
Yeah,
you
let's
can
put-
keep on talking.
Okay. Then that's what Eleanor is gonna do. Then you just make sure this is pressed towards your background. Okay, and it should say in your page 11. And it is right there, pressed towards your background. Then after that, you just pick one of these, and Eleanor is gonna make one. That's so good, isn't it? And then after, see, she won't have to go then. Then you're gonna make sure this is on the left side because I want my seams to go down. Okay?
Okay, so,
And,
okay, give me that one.
Okay?
I'm just gonna keep it on.
Mhm.
Keep on sewing.
Yes. And then she eventually is gonna have this patch. See, that's what she's doing. Okay? Then we're gonna press towards that smaller triangle. Okay? The reason it is good that she's making me one because I thought I had one. I'm like same as Elle. And we will have that one to pair with this one now.
Okay. Open it, press it towards the dark.
No, you're gonna press towards the smaller triangle. Just finger press.
Finger
See, this is what you
press.
do when you do assembling line.
Yep.
That's very cool. And
Pretty.
then, we're okay. There you go. And then you come and you line it up this way. Should we take this out of the way? There it is. This, and then there is that. And this is these two patch. Okay? Then after you do that two patch, you see it right here. That's the patch. Then you come and do another one the same, and then you sew these together. And see, you open these seams because of the bolt, but in here, and you're gonna say, well, why did I press towards the too smaller? Because it's a seam there, but it's because when I sew this, I always like to have the one on top that goes up and the one underneath that goes down because
Right.
they will nest. Is that right? And then you just continue to do 8 sets of these for your whole block. Like magic, where you're going to show them to other stuff. Hold on. See, you're going to do, hold on. Yeah, keep looking at it. Don't show them yet. Then you can just frame your butterflies with 2-inch strips. Okay, and it's exactly for one block and make a beautiful pillow or a bag or whatever you want with it.
That's really
it's
pretty,
only
isn't it?
for one block. But that's not all. If you
There's
don't,
more.
if you don't want to do a butterfly, any favor 12.5-inch block, you know my colors don't go, but I on purpose. It fits a 12.5-inch block. Though, if you have color on the outside, I don't recommend you to have it because it's gonna clash. And you know what I'm talking about? This is my background right outside.
That's nice.
And see, like this is one of my favorite blocks that we done in
Liberty Star. More than
Fabulous 40.
Liberty Star.
Liberty. You're right, that's the one.
And
See,
I
see
think
how
it's in,
pretty it is? Just as long as you only have background outside, it will look really pretty. Otherwise, I highly recommend that you frame your block so you can really see your ribbon border.
That's really pretty.
Okay?
That's very pretty. And, you
And then,
can,
can I just show you? We don't have instructions for this, but this is the same patch. Okay, that
Lay
I-
it flat so here. I can see it.
Lay it so they can see it.
Yeah.
It's the same patch.
Oh.
But basically these 4 patch, they're an opposite. They're, you have your color on the top, and this one you have your background in order to work. Because when you do that, and see your seams basically expressing one towards your color and one towards your background, right? So let me see if I can really show you that. Then, I want to see if it, this is this patch, you see it? Okay, and this is this patch. You agree with me? And then, we will, let's see if I can count. Okay, then,
Pieces, huh?
and then these, I just want them to see the whole
That'll work.
technique, right? Then these you need to press towards your, again, your patch there, okay, which is this. I want you to check that out, see? It's this patch right here, okay? And then this, I'm checking, this is pressed towards your larger triangle.
We'll do this. We'll write this up on
Good.
another
I
pattern.
told you I missed you.
Yeah.
Then, there you go, there. Then when you flip, your seams lock. See? Then they locked here, in the top, the nest, and here I just can't do it because when you come back, this is the patch you just did. See, I even start writing notes there to myself. And then here, you come and join on the bigger and another blocks here. Okay? And this is the same patches, but a little different there. And then I don't think I cut, oh, I can take this one. But this is not with, this particular one needs to have the dark with the light.
Yeah.
This one, the other one was with a medium because it will look there. And that's it. Okay.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa, that was a lot of stuff, huh? That was a lot of stuff. Oh, that was really good.